Hey guys, welcome back to Words from Reagan. In this episode, we are going to be talking about when we try and force things in life, they are bound not to work out. We may try and force a relationship, job, or career. You cannot force anything: conversations, relationships, jobs, friendships, attention, or even love. If it is forced, it is not worth fighting for. If it flows, it flows. If it crashes, it crashes. It is what it is. And remember, if it hurts, let it go. It is not meant to be. If you feel you're forcing a relationship, odds are you likely are. It doesn't mean that the relationship isn't right. It means you are trying to make it right rather than allowing it to show you what is actually meant to be. You try and make them into someone you think they should be, but they're not. A lot of people, including me, see the best in people, giving them the benefit of the doubt, forgiving them again and again. It's not that we are trying to change them. It is because they may have some flaws in their lifestyle that you see and know aren't going to work if a relationship with you guys were to happen. Maybe you feel they aren't loyal, maybe they're not keeping promises, maybe they're not in the best mentality, or their routine in life is very jaded. You are only trying to help them get their life together because you know what they are capable of and you want things to work between you guys. The downside is that you cannot change them. You can mention something and communicate that their ways of life may not be the healthiest. You feel they are not putting in much work, or you feel they may have been off with you. But their response and action is up to them. You've mentioned the problem, but the solution is up to them. If they want to make things work in a relationship with you, then they will take what you brought to their attention and put in the work. You cannot change someone. It is up to them to make the decisions and where they take their life. You can't make someone love you. It doesn't work like that. Chasing people and trying to force something to happen screams of desperation. And the same goes for friendships. When you feel your quote-unquote friends don't put in the work, put others before you, only talk about their life, and whenever you talk about yours, they shut it down. A friendship, just like a relationship, is mutual, 50-50. Equal efforts from both people, uplifting each other when one may be down or lost. No throwing the blame on one person, making things one-sided, or not feeling understood. Some people will put you through hurt, pain, or rejection. You just have to live with it, accept it. You will grow from it. Pain and hurt make us a new person. Down the line, you need to understand not everyone is compatible with people in life, jobs, friendships, or in relationships. If everyone saw eye to eye with each other, you wouldn't have went through that rejection 7 months ago. You maybe would have been at the same job for the rest of your life because you're scared to change, or things would have worked out with that one person who didn't have the same standards and intentions as you. But you wouldn't have been through that pain, learn the lessons you have, and you wouldn't have hired your standards. You wouldn't be who you are today. People come and go in your life. Some are meant to experience your entire life with you, while some are only meant to experience a season or chapter. And others come into your life to teach you a lesson, and once they go, you have to let them stray back to their own path. As hard as it might be, and as attached as you might get to someone or the memories, you have to let it go, accept it, and move on. You cannot force things. Look at the long term and then look at the short term. If you force something, it will not work out long term. It might last for a little bit, but don't you want something that is long term? Something you know wouldn't have an expiration date? Obviously, you don't know who walks in and out of your life, but you can tell when things are not working out with someone or something. And if you're continuing on with it, you're only forcing it at that point. I look at myself. The reason I haven't settled down with someone yet, going back to episode 5, because I have yet to find somebody who brings out the best in me and live up to what I need. Yes, I have come across people in my life who have said they will, but don't act upon it. If I were to have stayed with those types of people, I know it would only be temporary. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who's ready to commit, settle down, give me what I need, and see where life goes. Wouldn't knowing you would be hurt once this person left your life because you forced it be enough for you to walk away? This is an example of where you're at in your self-love journey. If you take those facts for what it is and walk away because you know there's someone out there better for you, but also because you have put so much work in yourself and you have so much going for you right now that you know you're better off on your own than with a type of person like that. If you stay though, you still have a lot of work on your self-love journey to do. You may say, well, I have nothing else going for me right now. I have nothing to lose if I stay with them. I'd rather be with somebody than alone. Or maybe you like the attention and they cover up your insecurities. I know I would rather be by myself, being able to give everything I need to myself, than stick to somebody I know isn't going to be compatible with. You're just going to get hurt. Having no boyfriend or girlfriend, no situationship, no talking stage, and just generally living life and enjoying it without the extra unnecessary energy and drama turns out to be one of the most peaceful experiences you can ever experience in life. Yes, when you are in a relationship, you have those perks, you have those benefits, someone to talk to, rely on, and make memories with, but it also comes with responsibilities. You have someone that you have to give your energy to and make time for. But when you're single and enjoying your life, back to episode 5 and the point, you have all your time in the world and it's what you make of it. The only person you have to give your time and energy to is yourself. The truth is that everyone is at different points in their life, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Everyone has different timelines for everything. For my age group, the majority are in college, living the quote-unquote college experience, partying almost every night, trying to impress any guy or girl they can get, and making this a lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with this. They're living their life, trying to have fun. But for me, I look at my life and I know I'm going to a community college come fall and staying at home, but I'm still going to have fun. I'm at a different point in my life than the majority of my age group. I'm very independent, ready to settle down, responsible, and ready whatever life throws at me. Not everyone is ready for a relationship at the same time you are, or ready for the real world and trying to press pause on life. Life is a journey, and on it, you're going to come across thousands and thousands of people, some who might be with you for years, and others maybe only for days. On this journey of life, you are responsible for finding your place, your people, and happiness. And those cannot be forced. They are already set for you. You just have to find them. It takes time, a lot of time, but you will find them. Whenever you feel lost in life, it is okay. You're not going to know exactly where or when you're supposed to be every single second of the day, but don't let that try and force something. Staying at a job when you know there is something out there better for you, who will treat you with respect, or even a person, someone who will make you feel wanted and understood. You don't deserve to have something that is forced. Life will be confusing at times, but it will all play out. It will all fall into place as needed. Picture a puzzle. You have a completed puzzle, but you notice that there's one spot on the puzzle open. You realize you're missing the last piece. So you go to another puzzle you already have, grab a random piece out of the box, and try and force it into the missing puzzle piece. You see, the piece you took from another puzzle stands out because it doesn't fit. 1, the shape doesn't fit, and number 2, the picture on the complete surface of the puzzle looks completely different. Now take the scenario into life. The puzzle is your life. Every piece along the way is every experience you have learned, every memory you've created, and each person and experience lived. However, your puzzle, life, is incomplete because you're still on your journey of life and have so much left to experience. But you're feeling lonely, so that missing puzzle piece is sticking out to you, so you try and find someone to stick into that puzzle piece or the missing void. Or maybe you don't have a job, and that missing puzzle piece is sticking out, so you try and find any job you can to fill the missing puzzle piece. You know that that job or that person is forced, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. Like taking the other puzzle piece from the other puzzle and trying to make it fit, you know these things are not going to work out and will not last because they are forced. When things are forced in life, they become pretty obvious not only to us and our lifestyles, but also the people around us. They will see our routine change, see your mindset in life start to change and drift. The things and people in our lives are supposed to uplift us and bring out the best in us, not drain us and change us for the worse. You have to be patient for the right thing to happen. If you try and force things to happen, there's a good chance it's going to feel unnatural. It may even backfire on you. Life is one long series of events that can either build on one another or collapse in front of you, depending on how you treat them. If you show these events respect and use them carefully as stepping stones, there's no stopping you. But if you ignore them, thinking you can do better and get farther by forcing your way through something, you're bound to slip and fall into the river. Don't get me wrong, determination is good, but it is not the same as forcing something. Determination is having a goal in mind, doing the necessary work, and having the patience to see that it comes together. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Trying to force it will only make you more frustrated and more set back in life. Remember, life is like a puzzle. You cannot force the piece into place, the relationship, the friendships, or the jobs. Things will fall into place naturally. You cannot force someone or something. What is meant to be will be. Stay true to yourself until the right person and scenarios walk into your life. So thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode, and I will see you guys next Thursday with another one. Bye, guys.